Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to Freebeat, where I post new music-related content every single day, so if that sounds good to you, hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, let's get started. So today, we've got the Arturia Microfreak here, one of my absolute favorite synthesizers, and a synthesizer that I've not used recently on the channel. So I thought it would be fun to bust this guy out. You know, it's Sunday, which is usually a little more casual of a video. I figured we'd just try to design a sound from scratch and see what we can come up with. So if you're not familiar with the Microfreak, it's got a digital oscillator that has the ability to emulate 14 different types of synthesis. It has an analog filter, and then it's got a couple different envelopes, one of which can be used as an LFO, has a standalone LFO, it's got a sequencer, an arpeggiator, this really cool keyboard with the ability to modulate based on how much of your finger is on the key. And speaking of modulation, it's got this awesome patch bay up here with 5 modulation sources, and what appears to be 7 destinations. However, you can set the last 3 to whatever you want. Anything on the keyboard, even the modulation of a modulation. So depth-wise, this thing is virtually unmatched. And it's pretty affordable too, at I believe $2.99 US. So yeah, pretty darn cool. Let me also just preface this by saying I am still learning all of this stuff, so I will call things by the wrong name. I'm going to drop the wrong terminology. So if you're here for a masterclass in the Microfreak, this is not it. This is a lazy Sunday video where I'm just going to start designing a random sound and see what I can come up with. So there's 14 different oscillator types in the Microfreak. The last one is vocoder, which I unfortunately do not have a compatible microphone right now. So we've got 13 different oscillator types to choose from. I'm going to ask my phone to give us a random number. Pick a number between 1 and 13.
Here's a random number.
12. So we're going to go to oscillator type 12, which we're on number 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, which is modal. So that's what we're working with. So let's go ahead here and start messing with our oscillator knobs here, our controls, and see what we can come up with and see what's going on. So this is what our wave knob does, okay? Timbre knob. That sounds like it's going to be really good to assign to the keyboard press for its modulation source. And then decay. I'm thinking this is going to be really cool with an arpeggio. Yeah, just right out of the gate, it sounds pretty cool as an arpeggio. I'm going to go ahead and put hold on, and we'll just play this. There we go. Start messing with it. There's a lot of sweet spots in here. Probably get some banjo style stuff going on if we wanted. Yeah, a lot of cool stuff we're going to be able to do in here. So let's set one of these to be controlled by the LFO. I think I want it to be the wave knob. I think I want to have it start here and go about that far. Just back and forth. It's not going to really screw up the sound too much, but it's going to be noticeable. So we're going to scroll to the LFO section. We want that to control the wave knob right there. So we are going to go ahead and set our modulation depth to, let's try -2. Now let's mess with the speed of our LFO. Increase our depth. There we go, just a little bit of wobble to it. That might be too much. Yeah. There we go, -3. -3 is perfect. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and play with our filter a little bit here. So I think I do want the cycling envelope to control the cutoff and give that a little pew right into it like that. So let's go ahead and scroll to cycling envelope for our source, and then we'll go to cutoff for our destination. We'll set that to -20. And we're going to set that to envelope rather than run, which basically treats it like an LFO. There we go. Let's increase the depth of that. Yeah, that's pretty fun actually. Okay, so let's see. We said it was going to be the timbre knob that we set to work with the keyboard presses. Yeah. So we're going to go ahead and go to press for our source. And we're going to scroll to timbre for our destination. We're going to turn that way up. So we'll actually be able to hear that way better if we turn on the arpeggiator. And let's go here. There you go. You know what? I think I do want to be able to use the hold function, so instead of setting that to be modulated by the keyboard, let's just set that to be modulated by the LFO instead. So to quickly clear one of your modulation settings, you can just hold down the matrix knob, which is nice. Let's go to the LFO and set that to timbre. So the LFO is going to be controlling 2 parameters, which is another really cool thing you can do on here. I'm going to actually set the LFO to random. There we go. Now what we can do is mess with the spice and dice buttons here on our arpeggio sequencer controls. So we'll start an arpeggio. And there we go. Now we'll turn up the spice. Turn down the spice a little. There we go. You can mess with pitch bend too. Those basically just control how frequently notes trigger or where they are in terms of what note. Super fun. And now if we want to completely change things up, we can just change our oscillator type. So there you go. Definitely not the best video. I hardly push this thing at all, but that's literally what I will do to just find out exactly how things work and what stuff actually sounds like is, just sit here and play with the most seemingly meaningless little changes. We only basically modulated, hardly 3 things on that patch and just in the smallest amount. But that can go a long way in furthering your knowledge and understanding of how everything ties together in the greater scheme when you're, working on sound design. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Hopefully you could look past my lack of knowledge and skill and just kind of appreciate the learning process there with me. If you did enjoy this video, be sure to leave a like on it. If not, you can leave a dislike. That's okay too. Doesn't hurt my feelings, just makes me try that much harder next time. Either way, be sure to hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.